Let me try this again. Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys. Welcome to Guys Talk Knives Live, episode 100, brought to you from the studio at my house, where I forgot to turn on the sound a second ago. It's Andy here for Smoky Mountain Knife Works, SMKW.com, Guys Talk Knives Live, episode 100. We were going to do some really fun stuff today, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. I do want to take care of some business as we get into the show. I am sorry that I did not turn on the sound immediately. I could hear it in my ears, but I did not have the button pressed over here. So it helps when you actually unmute it so that they can actually hear you. First things first on the business. Last, what is it? Good Lord, I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday, guys. So last Thursday, we gave away that CRKT Mossback Hunter, and Mike Day won that. That's really cool. Mike Day won the CRKT Mossback Hunter. Congratulations to Mike. That is awesome. It's a great little hunter, and I have something I have to tell you guys about today. This is part of the business as well. This is the 100th episode. I was supposed to have a great show in the studio. I was supposed to have Lynn Thompson from Cold Steel live this afternoon in the studio. We were going to have a 100th episode cake and let him beat it to bits with a Cold Steel sword of his choice, whatever he wanted to. Even if it was the Bronx Bomber, he could do that. That was fine. But we were going to have Lynn Thompson from Cold Steel on this show for our 100th episode. Jason and I just couldn't wait. And then we had the Corona thing happen. So that went out the window. So we did not do that. I want to point out, guys, that the bonus sale continues right now. The bonus sale does continue on the site. Over 600 items out there at amazing prices for you. Make sure that you are going and checking that out from the homepage, because you will not believe the prices on the things that you're seeing. So all those SMKW exclusive artisans that we had with the brass, bronze, copper handles, all of that, they're like $20 less than they were before. There are some, the mini shark I think is $30.10. So take advantage of that. There are case knives in there, Kershaw knives in there, even SE knives in there. If you ever wanted a re-8, if you ever wanted a browse, go check out the prices, because they're practically slashed in half. Okay, go check out those prices in the bonus sale. You'll see a big fiery banner on the homepage. Check that out right there. In case you did not know this, we carry loads, every pun intended, loads of ammunition on the site. There are literally over 1,000 different listings of ammunition at smkw.com. So if you need ammunition, you need ammo, go to smkw.com, check it out, and get your ammo from right there. We've got great prices on a lot of different ammo. It's hard to get where you are. Get it. We'll ship it right to your door. You can find that at smkw.com/ammunition. smkw.com/ammunition. Now, I have one more surprise today, and we haven't talked in a while. I missed him last night for my unboxing. I'm literally going to call our COO, Tyler Pipes, and see if I can get him on the phone right now. Let's put it on speaker. Watch him up.
That's Tyler.
Tyler, it's Andy. We're live on Guys Talk Knives. How are you, my friend?
Oh, we're live on Guys Talk Knives. I'm actually with our purchasing manager, Josh, talking about the catalog.
Nice.
He's going to bring it back.
Nice. I'm going to tell you right now, I missed you last night. I did the unboxing alone.
I know. I'm sorry. You'll be okay, though. I promise you'll get through it.
Well,
just take some knives, snuggle up next to them, and
Well, I have my cat co-host, so it's fine now. The cat has been co-hosting the show with me, so we're getting good at it on this point. I do want to talk to you on a serious note, and talk to you just a little bit about how hard of a decision it was to close the retail store and keep everybody safe, and just talk to me about that stuff for just a second.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to even remember or to think about or talk about, but most of the folks, we've been in business for 40 years, and a lot of those people have worked here for over 20 years here at our current location. And it's we at Smoky Mountain Knife Works obviously always want to have our customers and our employees' safety paramount. I mean, that's a paramount importance for us.
Right.
But, also at the same time, we won't be a part of the problem and not a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. And, as most folks know, we get anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000 folks come through our doors every day.
Right.
And more so in the wintertime. And, technically, because we do sell ammunition, and there is a firearms store that operates inside the building, Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo, legally we can be open right now.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's not going to help the situation. That's not going to help us, get through this any faster to help flatten that curve.
Right.
So, essentially, we're still able to serve those customers by, for example, like, if you need like a knife or ammunition, something of that category, hey, shop online, we'll ship it straight to your home. If you need to buy a firearm, hey, order it online, and what we'll do is we'll call you for a local customer, and let you know, hey, your firearm's ready to be picked up. We'll arrange a one-on-one time for you to come by the store. That way you don't have to worry about crowds, getting out and getting, essentially getting in front of anyone who, might be infected or not. And then the other part of it too is, if, say, you live out of state, we'll ship that to your local gun dealer and you can do that part. But, it was really difficult to do that because, like I said, a lot of the folks who have lived here or who've lived and worked here for 20 plus years, it wasn't an easy call, but this is a crazy time that we're in right now.
It is.
So
Absolutely.
It definitely was not easy, and
So talk to me about a couple of things.
The hardest call I've ever had to make.
Right. So talk to me about a couple of things really, really quick, because I know you're sitting there with Josh. You're trying to get some things solved. Tell me what spurred you guys on to put 638 items into a bonus sale on smkw.com.
What spurred us? Well, heck, we knew people wanted a deal, so why not?
Right. I remember when we started doing that, I was like, "Good Lord, look at these prices on these Kershaws! It's unbelievable."
Everyone's got expenses just like we do, and we needed to, turn some stuff back into cash. So we started to call it a stupid sale,
mm-hmm.
and a fire sale and whatever. But we decided, just to say, hey, let's have the sales, put 600 items in and stuff. We either bought on closeouts or, we had too much inventory that we had mainly planned on selling in the store, but had just said, hey, we don't,
mm-hmm.
We need to turn this back into money so we can pay the light bill.
Right. Absolutely. The one thing that we do have to tell people over and over again and make sure that they know is, yes, the retail store is closed, but smkw.com is wide open. We are selling online just fine. The warehouse is working their tails off for everybody, getting stuff out the door. We have tons of ammunition online, tons of knives online, lots of different things on sale. I do know that near and dear to your heart is the SMGA, and I want people to know that's our sister store. It sits right in the front of the building, guys. It's Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo, smga.com. If you are in need of a firearm, go check out that site. And like Tyler just said, you can go online, purchase, and have it shipped to a local dealer, and they'll arrange that. If you need to pick up from us, you can make your purchase, and then they will arrange that pickup when your gun is ready. Right? Is that the way it works, Tyler?
It's a completely, simple, easy process. A lot of folks, started to do that because, a lot of, rural, small mom and pop towns have only got basically one gun shop, and I'm not knocking those people, but sometimes, not everywhere, but in some cases, if folks know they got a monopoly in a certain area, their prices tend to go up, so they're not as competitive as they should be or as they can be. So you could see a value in shopping from from someone like us because we are a everyday low price. Just like with knives, we are the same thing with guns as
mm-hmm.
well. So
right.
It doesn't hurt to price check.
Right, absolutely. The one thing I will say also is people are concerned right now that we're not receiving in more orders and more knives. Are we receiving in more knives and orders?
We're receiving all kinds of stuff.
Good.
I mean, right now, as far as knives, we're getting new knives in all the time. We're getting more orders in all the time. And in fact, our orders are up.
Good. Yeah, I think people are concerned that we're just going to shut the doors, and that's not going to happen, is it, Tyler?
No, not as I'm still breathing.
Absolutely. I just want to make sure people knew that. I appreciate you calling in and talking.
No. no, we're going full steam ahead. In fact, Josh and I were just talking with Kevin, and we're going to set up a new Zoom conference meeting. We're trying to get everyone. Had my first Zoom conference call the other night. But now we're going to set up some Zoom conference calls on how to get the June catalog together and
Nice.
out. Where the May catalog will be hitting in homes. I believe it's May.
I think Kevin said the 15th or 16th. I want to say something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So we're doing 2 drops.
Mhm.
I think that's the second drop. I think the first drop's going to be May 4th.
Okay.
And then the second drop's May 15th. And now we're talking about the June catalog and trying to get that in home the first week of June and the third week in June.
Nice.
But obviously, we got to put some stuff together. We got to, we done sold everybody all the deals that we had. So we'll have to burn up the lines to try to find.
I think it's that perfect time,
Tyler.
Tyler. I think it's that perfect time for us to do that core catalog we've always talked about.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that, but people want something special. They want something different. So we're gonna hunt them down. So we'll see what we can come up with. I got a few tricks up my sleeve for some deals and some stuff, and we'll try to do what we always do: take care of our customers and try to find the best prices possible.
Well, I appreciate you talking to us today. Give Josh Hill a giant hug and a kiss on the cheek for me.
I get my swift kick someplace, but yeah, sure, I'll do that too.
All right, thanks for calling in, and I will talk to you soon, Tyler. Take it easy, man.
All right, thanks everybody. Stay safe, everybody, please.
Cool. I'm going to take him off the screen so we don't leave Tyler on there all day long. That was Tyler Pipe, COO of Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and as he told you right there, smkw.com is still up and running strong. Your May catalog is going to be dropping out in May, and you'll see that come into your house in 2 different drops, and then it looks like we're going to try to do a June catalog. For a while there, we didn't know whether we were going to be able to put that together and get it out the door just because of trying to keep social distance and keep staff safe, right? So instead of keeping all these people locked in together, letting more people work from home like you see here in my fake studio that's behind me right here. You're being so good. I am so happy with you. You're being really, really good. It won't last. It will not last.
Don't poke it with sticks.
Don't poke it with sticks. That's the business I have. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, anything? Nothing?
No,
Did they get tired of seeing me? They saw me last night. Don't want to see me again this morning?
we're talking.
Oh, they just talk around me now. I do this show out here on an island by myself. The cat won't even talk to me. And y'all are just having a full conversation out there. Okay, so let's jump into this. Again, we are not doing the normal show kind of thing that we normally do. We are just hitting items that I dug into the store and found and thought that you might like or might be able to sneak into the house in this time of need. And some cool stuff. Don't get me wrong. There is some very, very cool stuff. Okay, now she's moving. There's a cat head in the corner. She's going to start loving on it. Of course, as soon as we start to show items, oh, that was good. Good, kitty. Good.
Just to say, call the cat Kiki.
I call the cat Kiki all the time. And I call her Pre-K, which is like shortened for Pretty Kitty. Pre-K, Kiki, all that stuff. She just looked at me like, what are you saying my name for? Yeah, but she officially does not have a name. She has like a million names. I would tell you this, as a joke, when I signed up for one of those pet med things or whatever to get the flea medication and that stuff, I wrote the name. They ask you for the pet's name, so I wrote just Doo-Doo Kitty Mau Mau. That's what I wrote, Doo-Doo Kitty Mau Mau. And now I get emails that say, it's time for Doo-Doo Kitty Mau Mau's next treatment. Yes, that's what I get. Don't do that. They'll send them to you all the time. The first item we have on the list is an Alan Folts design. It's probably my favorite of his little fixed blades. It is this fantastic CRKT S.P.E.W, and that stands for Small Pocket Everyday Wharncliffe. I love this knife. Jason loves his little neck knife. I think this is a better one. It's slightly more, and I am a sucker for a Wharncliffe and a half. If Melina will get up and zoom that in.
As soon as I hit the paste button.
The paste button. There she is right there. Okay, this is the CRKT S.P.E.W. It has a 3-inch 5CR15 MOV Wharncliffe blade with a bead blast finish. It's 0.09 inches thick, so it's a little slicey, but it is not it's not really thin. It's just a nice feel to it. It's full Tang construction. It has a brown and black texture G10 handle scale. Let me see if I can move that closer so you can see. It's really pretty. These are all little carved out texture in that, and it makes it easy to hang on to. If you remember, Alan told us last year that extra little lanyard on the end lets you have a 4-finger grip on this thing, because that lanyard stays right in there. You can see it right there. And it stays in where your pinky is, and really the pinch grip is the strongest part of the grip that you need. This thing is 6.25 inches overall. It weighs about 3 ounces, and it comes with this sheath right there. It is a focus on my sheath and not on my face. There is that sheath right there. It's a Kydex sheath, comes with the lanyard, the whole bit, a little bit of a bead right here that locks on, all of that. But that's a nice little thing. And this thing is $29.99. $29.99 from CRKT. It is the S.P.E.W, which is small pocket everyday Wharncliffe. Let's see how it cuts. Oh, that's nice. I can always cut better with a Wharncliffe than I can with anything else. Maybe I'm just a bad cutter. I'm sure many of you would agree out there that I'm probably a bad...
Is that a different handle than the one Jason carries?
Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely. The other little neck knives... Here, you can zoom away. There you
That's
go.
as far as she goes.
Okay. So the other handles are green, and they're a little bit different. It is not... And then they're not G10. I think they're resin-infused fiberglass. So fiberglass-infused resin. And these are G10 handle scales. They're really nice. They're not too thick, not too thin. They feel really good in hand. I just like this knife a lot. Back that back out.
They asked if utility clips fit on that sheath, but it comes with a clip.
It does come with a clip. It's in the box. She can snag it over there if she needs to. Again, that's $29.99 from CRKT. That is a great little neck knife. Or, in fact, with the clip, putting it on your hip would be perfectly fine. Don't lose all those screws. Don't lose the screws. Okay, so look. There's the clip. And that clip would attach to your Kydex. No, just leave it alone. It's good. It's good. There is the clip right there. And so it is just a belt or pack clip like that. It goes on. So you could wear this thing on your hip just fine with that little clip right there. What do you guys think of this thing? I like it.
They like it. But the minimalist and the S.P.E.W, same designer, right?
Yeah, Alan Folts.
Yeah.
Alan Folts did all the minimalist series, including the new minimalist cleaver that's out there. And I think this is a precursor to the minimalist. So the minimalist series. So this S.P.E.W came out before that other stuff did. Yeah. It's just a nice knife. Very nice right there. So $29.99 from CRKT. That is our very first item. That is the CRKT S.P.E.W. Look at that. Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere on that at all. Nice knife. Let's talk about another knife that is... we rarely put these on the show because it's just a pain in the booty for me to try to go through all the blades. I picked this one because of the price tag. Number one, it's $18.99. This is a Victorinox Swiss Army Walker. I like this knife. It is no nonsense, none of the junk that you don't want on a Swiss Army knife, and everything that I love about Swiss Army. If you want to zoom in, you can.
Wrong way.
Wrong way!
Hey, it's been a while since that happened.
It has been a while since that happened. It usually happens every time. Okay, so this is the Walker. I'm pretty sure they used to call this thing the Hiker, but this is the Walker. It has, of course, the stainless steel blades. Usually they're Sandvik steel from Switzerland. It has a main spear point blade. It has the cap lifter screwdriver, wire stripper blade. And then it has my favorite blade that Swiss Army makes, and that is the saw blade. If you've never tried a Swiss Army saw blade, you're missing out. They actually really, really work well. It has the key ring. It has the toothpick and the tweezers, as always, on these things. And this thing is $18.99 from Victorinox. Let's see, it's 3.3 inches closed, and it, of course, is made in Switzerland. It is an actual Swiss Army knife. I like this because it's no nonsense. So I think you call it the Walker because you end up taking this knife on a walk with you, and you've got everything you need. You can pop a cold one, saw down a tree, and stab somebody. So that's just, I mean, that's where it is right there. And then you can pick something out of your teeth with the tweezers and the toothpick. It's just really a nice little knife. Woo!
Did it get you?
It got me just a little bit.
You need a Band-Aid?
Not yet. We'll see if it bleeds. It just barely nicked me. It was that It was that saw blade tip just touched me.
Yep.
Yeah, they're sharp. I'm gonna cry. No,
Oh,
I'm
see?
okay. I'm okay. Sympathy. I don't need sympathy. I don't need sympathy. It's fine. It's
late.
fine. Well, you gonna give me sympathy? Is that what's gonna happen, Kiki? Okay, so that is $18.99. Man, it's sharp. It pinched the fool out of my finger right there, right on the tip. $18.99. That is the Victorinox Swiss Army Walker from Victorinox.
And literally, John Owen had just said, those saws are vicious.
They are
Right
vicious.
before you bit yourself.
I think she actually, and more or less, I don't think it cut me more than it just pinched me. It pinched me right at the edge of my finger, pinched my little baby fingers. The next knife I have, is this Believer, is it new from Kershaw?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah. This is a Kershaw Believer. And then I saw her face. And I'm a believer. This is just an EDC from Kershaw. This falls into their budget-friendly line. It's a frame lock. It's a speed safe assisted opener. It is just a... What are we laughing at now?
Only the cat cares that you're bleeding.
Yeah, right. The cat came out. Melina doesn't. She's like, walk it off. Rub some dirt on it. Get back in the game. Rub some dirt on it. Get back in the game. If Melina will quit laughing for a second and zoom in, I'll tell them about this knife.
How much for the kitty?
How much for the kitty? Do I have to pay you? Because that's pretty much what it's going to be at some point. Let's see. The Kershaw Believer has a 3.25-inch 8CR13 MOV modified clip point blade. Almost looks like a harpoon blade. Has a very interesting profile in this thing. And you can see how that goes. It dips here in the center. Has some jimping right here at the edge. It does have a gray PVD coating. And that is a vapor coating that basically keeps this thing nice and solid. Keeps all the moisture out of it. All that. It's an 1/8 of an inch thick. So it is an 1/8 of an inch thick on that blade. The handles are stainless steel, but they've been bead blast finished. It's a frame lock. You can see that right there. It is a speed safe assisted opener with a flipper. And so if you don't know what that means, speed safe means it has a spring in it and it is fast. This one in particular is fast. Let me see if I do that one again. Get it in focus. I mean, just look how snappy that is. What I think is neat about this knife is that it has a bronze anodized pivot ring right there, and then it has an over travel stop right there. They're both bronze anodized in that as well. It's just a pretty little knife. Don't go out of there. She's like, she's jumping up trying to close it up. It has an ambidextrous deep carry tip up pocket clip. So you can move this to the other side. Frame lock, like I said. It's 4.2 inches closed, 7.3 inches overall, and weighs 3.8 ounces. Regularly, this thing is $41.99. Brand new from Kershaw, $41.99. However, because we're crazy at smkw.com, it's on sale right now at $27.88 in the store. $27.88 in the store. See how snappy that thing is? This is, to me, that's a good size EDC, right? It's not going to feel crazy in your pocket. It's going to feel pretty good in your pocket. The speed safe is just super snappy on this thing. Bing! I can always tell that the cat is cold. She's like in a little ball over here next to the keyboard. So there's that. Was that me or you? That's the Kershaw Believer KS 2070. For $27.88 in the store right now. Tell me what you guys think about this knife so far. Any questions so far? Comment.
No questions. They like it. David H. on YouTube was expressing because now that song is stuck in his head too.
And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
I said, you're welcome.
I wouldn't leave her if I tried. Ooh, did you see that? That thing is sharp. That's a little surprising. Usually I have to work the Kershaws. Not that. Look at that. The cat's like, what are you doing? I need a little GoPro on her face because she's just watching every piece fall. Wow. That is super nice. I'm impressed with that. Okay, so when you take these back to the store, just this one fell out. it just stayed here, right? She wasn't even listening to me.
I wasn't paying attention.
I know you weren't. I said, when you take these back to the store, just this one fell out. We don't know where it went.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't? No?
It doesn't
No,
work
Melanie would not take that as an answer?
No.
Okay. Well, at $27.88, goodness gracious, that's fantastic. I want to show you a little knife that came to us, and we kind of tweaked it a little bit. Wild Boar, if you don't know this, Wild Boar is one of our house brands, and we have sold a ton of this little knife. It is very popular with people who have a nasty habit like I have of smoking. This is the Firecracker. It looks like this when you get it. Here's what this is. This is an assisted opening flipper knife that holds a standard lighter. Let me put this in here and I'll show you what I mean. If I can get it to go. I had it in there just a minute ago. Come on. Good Lord. Why can't I do it again? There we go. It ain't coming out, that's for sure. So this is how your lighter sits in there. So you can use your lighter just like so. The cat's like, fire. And then you can not have to take your lighter out and still use your knife. Pretty darn cool right there. Here is this knife. It has the belt clip. You can just stay right there. I don't think it's important that we get super close to this thing. It has a 1.75 inch 448 clip point blade with a black coating. It's a decent sized little blade. It's assisted opening on the flipper. The handle itself, which is composite onto the metal handle right there, holds a full-size standard disposable lighter. It does have a pocket clip. You can see that right there. And then it is 2.75 inches closed. It's a liner lock, 2.75 inches closed, 4.5 inches overall. And it just, I mean, it can ride right on in your pocket or on your hip, on the outside or whatever. You can use your lighter just like that. The cat's like, fire, fire, Pyro Kitty. So it's really a nifty little idea for a knife. Here's the kicker. It's $6.99, guys. This Firecracker is $6.99. Here's the knife again. Let me pull it way out here and show you. See? The little assisted opener. A little blade. Is it sharp? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have never cut with this, even though I helped redesign it and do the packaging. I have not. Well, that didn't bode well. Come on, cut. Maybe if I cut with the edge instead of the kick, that would help. Firecracker from Wild Boar, $6.99. Throw that in for somebody's stocking stuffer for Christmas, man. That is a fun little knife. We have sold a ton of those. It's a liner lock. It is spring-assisted opening, just like so. Boom. Quick. All those little knives that we get from that factory are so fast. Have you noticed that? Yes. All of them are snappy. Those little tie-dye knives from Rough Rider. Yes. Shapow. I'll never forget Tobias getting one of those, and he was just flabbergasted at how fast and strong they were, those little tie-dye knives that we have. Okay, so far we've done the S.P.E.W, we did the Victorinox, we did the Kershaw Believer, and we just did the Wild Boar Firecracker. It's a lighter holder and a spring-assisted knife. Last but not least is one of the best-selling items that is not a knife in our store. It has had amazing reviews. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you guys ever watch Wrangle Star on YouTube. If you've not seen his channel, he does a lot of survival stuff and that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that he reviewed this axe thinking that this Marbles axe was going to be a piece of junk. It is not. It is one of the best. He said it was one of the best axes that he had ever held, especially for that price. Holds a great edge. This is the Marbles Camp axe. It is $19.99, made in El Salvador. If you know another company out there that is all made in El Salvador, Honduras, you might know where this thing gets made. It is a hand-forged 1045 carbon steel head, and that head itself is 6 1/4 this way, and then 4 inches wide. It's got a finish on it, a black finish. It's got a hammerhead on one side. Look at that. This is just a really nice heavy camp axe. It's 15.9 inches overall. And yes, that is American hickory on the handle with the lanyard hole, so you could put a nice leather lanyard in there or paracord, whatever you wanted. But this is a great camp axe from Marbles, and it is only $19.99. I have not played with this one. I've played with some other Marbles, machetes and axes, and they all work great. The weight on this axe feels good. So the balance is like right towards the head. And that's what you want on these axes. You want the work to happen through gravity and not to have to fight it all the way through that kind of stuff. But that is the Marbles Camp Axe, 15.9 inches overall. Does it come with a sheath? Or is it just no sheath?
No.
So basically you just have to strap it to your body like this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't drop it.
That's what you know. Don't drop it. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Although, remember I did have that whole wall of axes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Melina in the showroom had a whole wall of axes fall while she was trying to get something. There's a lot of looks on a lot of faces from people that are like, what is happening? Is somebody dead? Did somebody lose an arm?